Welcome to this demo of Describe. I am going to quickly go through the different features in our powerful new product called the Legal Research Toolkit. These tools include a powerful natural language semantic search, a legal issue explorer, a searchable index of every word in every judicial opinion, a tool for searching statutes, regulations, and other primary law within or across jurisdictions, tools for finding specific cases, and a brief checker to identify incorrect and good or bad law for citations. The first thing we'll look at is our natural language search. We offer this for free to anyone and have some enhancements for the paid version. All I have to do is type simple or complex case facts, and our search engine quickly finds matching cases without using an LLM. Every action in this video is real-time, so you can see how fast everything is. I can choose sort options, specific jurisdictions, and the language for viewing results. Here I'll choose the Supreme Court and click Search. After a second or two, the results show up. What you'll notice right away is the real-time citator, treatment indicators next to every result. They tell you whether a case was overruled, distinguished, or followed by a binding or non-binding court. The legend is above the results. I can click a treatment indicator and it will tell me the treatment status. As I scroll down, it shows other matching case law along with a summary of the matching part of the opinion. You can also see the main legal theme of every matching case to quickly determine if it might be relevant to your research. I'll go ahead and click the first case so we can see details about the case and why it was overruled. Again, this is real time. Everything in Describe is super fast. At the top of the details page are the case citations, court information, and a narrative overview. There are tabs that navigate to various case information. First, I'll open the Summary tab. You'll see an AI-generated narrative that mirrors the opinion's flow, issues, arguments, authorities, and analysis, so you can get up to speed before reviewing the full opinion. The summaries are at a high school reading level. We have buttons along the top to instantly translate into Spanish, Simplified English, which is at a 5th grade reading level, or Simplified Spanish. Heading to the Analysis tab, we see various facts and metadata about the case, including a case fact summary, the disposition of the opinion, legal theme, and key authorities discussed by the court. Scrolling down, a list of legal issues addressed in the opinion and details about each issue are presented. Here we see reasonable expectation of privacy, along with the legal frameworks and standards the court relied on, and how it applied them to the issue shown. We can keep scrolling and see the other issues addressed by the court. There is a See Similar link next to each issue, and clicking that will bring you into our Issue Explorer, but we'll show that separately in a minute. Now we'll scroll back up and show our citator case treatments. The tab itself shows a treatment indicator for the case. Let's click and see why this case may no longer be good law. After a couple of seconds, the treatments show up, displaying how other cases cited, discussed, and treated the case we've been looking at. The treatment by each citing case is color-coded, and the legend is at the top. There is a little information button next to each one. Clicking it shows what the treatment means and gives an example. We not only show citator treatments at a case level, but also at a legal issue level. For this citing case, Dow Chemical, it followed on reasonable expectation of privacy and distinguished on requirement of physical trespass. This case looks like it was cited a large number of times, so we won't go through all of the citing cases right now. Let's go back to the search results. We'll scroll down and click Dahlia versus United States. This case has the same types of details we just saw in the other case, but I want to show you our backward citator. What we just looked at showed how future cases treated this case, but the backward citator shows how the court treated cases before it while the opinion was being written. Again, this is at a legal issue level, and it can be very helpful for research. Next to each case is a link to go to the full case, so it is easy to go down rabbit holes. I'll click one to show you. In the citator for this case, we can see that binding courts followed the case. And it was a non-binding court that distinguished. Again, we can click the Information button to see what that means. Here's a citing case from a non-binding court that has differing treatments of two legal issues from the case we are viewing. Let's take a look at the Legal Issue Explorer. What this tool allows you to do is start typing any legal issue, and it will instantly bring up matches from our database of over 6 million issues across all judicial opinions in our database. I'll start typing privacy, since the cases we've been looking at have dealt with privacy in some way. I'll just click any one of these from the list, in this case, balancing privacy and access under the Privacy Act. It brings up other cases that address this issue, along with their citator treatments. We can click See Similar to browse, explore, and find cases that might be helpful to our research. We can also narrow by jurisdiction, and I'll just select Federal Appellate Courts. The list now narrows, and each result shows what the case was about and how the court addressed the issue. Of course, we can click the treatment indicator here too. Now we'll take a look at our keyword search. This is our modern take on Boolean searching from traditional legal research tools. We indexed every word from the millions of opinions in our database and created a tool that lets you start typing and bring up cases that contain the word or phrase in the original opinion text. The results highlight the typed words in the opinion text. By default, the words can appear in any order. We can narrow by jurisdiction, and there is a little search guide that shows what you can do with the keywords to combine terms, look for the words in a certain order, near each other, or as an exact match. This is helpful for searching for exact occurrences of names, legal terms, or citations. Back to our search results, here we can see that it shows privacy right, but we want to find the words in the order we searched, so we'll just select sequential search mode from the drop-down, and we instantly see the terms only in order. As with all of our search results, we can see the treatments of the cases and can click to see what the treatment was. Of course, we can click through to any case to see the case details if we want. Now let's take a quick look at the case name search. I'll start typing Jones, and all of the cases with Jones in the case name appear. We can narrow by jurisdiction or type more to narrow it down. We're also shown the case facts, outcome, and theme of each matching case, so we can tell if it's the right one. Our Laws and Rules tool is new, and it's currently in preview. You can choose which authority type to search for. We'll ultimately have statutes, regulations, constitutions, court rules, session laws, and attorney general opinions. You can also choose a jurisdiction from the drop-down and type a phrase to search for. Here we can see the matching items. This first one is a statute from Arizona, and it shows a summary of the matching statute, a summary of the matching section of the statute, and the original text of the statute. If we click the statute, it shows the whole thing while highlighting the matching parts. Let's switch to California and take a look. There are several matching statutes for our liquor license search. Let's just click a random one and take a look. The interesting thing here is that the matching segments talk about wine, beer, and distilled spirits. We didn't need to type those words exactly, as a similarity search was able to locate statutes that are similar and may help our research. Closing the pop-up, we'll click the citation for this statute, and Descrybe navigates to the original statute on the California legislative website, allowing you to browse the original statute text. The last tool we'll take a quick look at is called the Citationator. It's a utility for checking the citations in your briefs or briefs you receive. Clicking the Analyze a Brief button brings up a screen where you can copy and paste a brief. Analysis usually takes just a few seconds. In the interest of time, I'll show you an existing analysis I ran recently on a brief that was in the news as containing hallucinations. At the top is a legend showing how many citations were found, not found, and their citator treatments. Scrolling down a bit, this citation is highlighted red, indicating that it wasn't found. I can click it for more information. It doesn't necessarily mean the citation is wrong. It just means we couldn't locate it and you should double check it. Scrolling down further, here's a citation that is valid, but the case itself may not be good law, and you should verify that it's a case you should use in your argument. I hope you found this Legal Research Toolkit overview useful. Visit our YouTube channel for more demos and let us know if you have any questions.